Can I see your driver's license?
Sure.
Did you hear him honking at you?
I heard him honk after I stopped, looked both ways, and kept on going.
Okay. Okay. Let me just see your driver's license registration and get you on your way. I like a couple of your flyers, by the way.
Thanks, man.
You gotta be curious. There's like 2 in there I like, actually.
Which ones?
The Rights and Liberty.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'll show you. There's 2 of them I actually really like. All right, sir. Just be careful from now on.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
I don't know if he was speeding or you pulled in front of him. I just saw he was right on your butt, and I wasn't sure if he flew or. And then I heard him honking.
Yeah.
No, let me see. I'll show you the 2 I like.
He just turned and the guy came up behind him a little too fast.
Yeah, and I think that's what happened. Either he was flying or he should have waited a little bit longer. No, there was 2 in there I liked. Pretty good price. Where's the one I like?
Oh, there's the backs. Yeah.
Right there. I like that one. And then this one. Actually, that's really good. And I like the Do Not Resist. And then.
Yeah, I can imagine.
No, seriously. That would save a lot of things. And then I like a couple of those in there actually.
Well, you can keep that if you want it.
Yeah.
I saw you looking at other guys.
No, and I'm a huge. Most cops we're huge. Like I believe the government's taking away a lot of our rights, which is ridiculous. Like smoking. How bars can't have smoking. And,
right.
I mean, all we're doing is letting them take more and more rights away from us.
Yeah.
I'm a huge non-smoker. I've been a runner. But I think if you own your property, you own a bar, you own something, and you want to say this is a smoking establishment, secondhand smoke could kill you, come in here, and then he owns a bar that says this is smoke-free. That's your choice.
Right. Yeah. It's property rights.
And if I want to go go in there and sit down and sit next to you and smoke a cigarette, that's my choice. Alcohol kills just as many people as cigarettes, if not more. But like I said, the government just keeps taking gun rights. They keep taking more and more, and that's not the answer. The answer is stricter punishment when we catch bad guys with guns.
Right. And our message to police is to try to use discretion when enforcing laws, because you know there's a lot of laws that have no victims.
Yeah, continue being.
Trust me, there's a lot of.
We used to be known as peace officers, and that's what we want. You know, we don't like battling the police. It's not really our style. We like working with them because I'm just as concerned for you guys as I am for everybody else, because when people snap, they snap at the police, and that's inappropriate.
It's called contempt of cop, and I actually teach the CIT class. It's called crisis intervention training, but it's also on how police officers talk to people in an inappropriate manner. You know what I mean? And how we talk to you all, you talk to us, escalate situations.
Right.
Yeah.
From a lot of these simple things you had in here. I talk to somebody 15, 20 minutes. A lot of times you ain't gonna have to arrest for that or fight them for a simple charge that could be used discretion, or they'll end up thanking you when you give them a simple ticket instead of fighting, that contempt of cop. Which I call it contempt of cop. We call it, us veterans call it contempt of cop. You will do as I say, and then, now we're fighting.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I've been teaching that for years, which hopefully is going to help. There's 26 programs in Virginia going on. It's also to help deal with mental parties, but it comes down the line of just talking to people with a little bit of respect and manners.
Right.
Because a lot of cops don't have that, how do I put that, respect and manners.
Yeah, a lot of the young ones get in, they get the badge, and they feel, the power from it, and they just want to flex it.
A lot of that's training. We're working on trying to change our training, because we train them in the academy, come out military, just like boot camp. So we train them that way a little bit, and that's, a lot of the chiefs and agencies are looking at that, that it's a training issue of.
I agree. I'm an Army veteran, and I tell people that the way that military conducts their operations overseas is the same way that the police operate here in the communities, and I think that's a little too far.
Yeah. No, and it's that brainwashing months.
Right.
That really gets you. But you were in the military?
Yeah.
Thanks for your service, brother.
Appreciate it.
Branch, Army?
Yeah. Infantry?
Yeah. My parents talked me out of it. I wish I would have went into it. Because I love guns, running, fighting, chasing people. A lot of my buddies went in. I wish I would have went in. The only thing is I had bad eyes at the time. I had Coke, the Coke bottle glasses. So. What
precinct is this? First?
It's first.
First, okay, yeah.
It was over like 25th and Q. But no, this is some good stuff. Like I said, I was talking to those guys.
Have you heard of Virginia Cop Block before? We're a police accountability group here in the Virginia area, Central Virginia largely.
No.
I was a guy, you might have seen me in the news, who got arrested for bullhorning the VCU cop. and I ended up winning a settlement from the VCU.
Ah, yeah. Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had some guys screaming religion a couple times. And they got arrested before I talked to them. And I talked to them, and they were pretty cool. And let them do their thing, because there's freedom of speech.
Right.
Depends on how you're doing it, and where and when and how and why.
Yeah.
We're firm believers. If you haven't done anything to create a victim, there's no crime. You know, because in order to have a crime, you have to have somebody who has had loss or injury or something like that.
But I also do tell people, remember, I mean, if we get a complaint, we have to enforce everything from littering to murder, and if he complains that you threw trash in his neighborhood, I got to go talk to you about the litter.
Right.
Even though it's not his yard, it's on the public street or his yard that you're throwing the trash in, but he called to complain, I got to go talk to you.
That's why we're trying to do this, to get the communities more internet towards each other, so that those little things can be handled in the area.
Around here, we try to get them to call more, because they know what's going on. They know the bad people, they know the good people, you know.
Yeah, we're not anti-cop, we're just, pro everybody being peaceful.
No, I was reading a couple things. I want to say they're pretty good.
Yeah, thanks,
You guys
man.
have a good one.
All right.
I'm Deane, by the way.
Meg.
You have a card?
Tyler. Yeah, in my car. What's your first name?
Nathan.
Nathan, nice to meet you. Yeah, most but I like the resist arrest part. A lot of people don't know, if I have 20 people that say you did it, whatever it is, I have to come over my job and say, I got to put the cuffs on you, sir. You're being detained for whatever, or you're under arrest for this, because I had 20 people point at you.
Right.
And then those 20 people turn out to be wrong. Oops, I'm sorry, it was him, not him. I try to educate people, you can't resist, just do what we say and you'll be fine in a certain extent, you know what I mean?
Right.
If you resisted, I mean, I have a job to do, you know what I mean? I didn't know those 20 people were wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I try to tell people, in obstruction of justice, if I ask you to do something reasonably, sir, can you stand over here, you're in the roadway for your safety, don't get hit. Obstruction of justice is a reasonable request of a police officer. Sir, dunk like Michael Jordan. And then if you don't dunk like Michael Jordan, I can't arrest you.
Right.
If they, excuse me, sir, can you stand over here for your safety? And you're like, F you, it's public, I can stand. That's a reasonable request. I don't want you to get hit by a car. You know what I mean? So I try to educate people that all the time when I go to community meetings. A reasonable, simple request. Sir, could you stand behind the yellow tape? I got a crime scene.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just simple things. Get a lot of people in trouble out there. That reasonable request of a police officer. That's across most states. That clause is written in there. People jump out of the car on a traffic stop. Well, I need you in your car for safety so you don't get hit.
Right.
That's why we park our cars like this and keep you safe, and they hit my big car and hit me in the car and not you. So we try to educate people on that. It was nice meeting you. You guys are
Yeah, definitely.
Good meeting you guys.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you very much for talking with us.